Well, the game is finally here. College football 26. And to start, we're going to rebuild the worst FBS school in North Carolina, the Charlotte 49ers. We've built our coach, we've got our pipeline set essentially, and we're just going to look to try to make this team a contender, maybe hit some playoffs and win a national championship. This team hasn't seen a pile of success. 7-6 is their best season. So we're going to hope to beat that, get some bowl games, and really turn this team around. Now, if you haven't seen my recruiting video, I would really suggest to go check that out. And we're starting out a motivator, so we're going to go ahead and dump pretty much all our points into getting some off-season boosts for these guys. It's not going to matter right away, but it is going to help. All right, well, we have everybody filled out what we're targeting. We're really going after some offensive linemen. That is going to be a big help in this for rebuilding this team, is getting an offensive line so we can, kind of play good. And then a running back that is a gem is, really good. And I believe we have a quarterback on here somewhere that we're targeting that is also a this is the running back. The other guy, Alan Sauer, is the quarterback that is a gem. We're going to target those two guys and some offensive linemen. And we do get our first commitment from the 3-star gem quarterback, Alan Sauer. Now, we are going to hop into this game against North Texas. Again, we have a lot of prospects coming to this game, so we need to lock in and win. And we are at home. All right, we're going to jump ahead and we're going to go to the end of the game and see what happens as we take an early 13-0 lead. I do like this. Maybe this is the way to go from here on out. 20-0, we have the lead over North Texas. Can we make this a blowout? 28-14, and that should wrap it up as we beat North Texas. It's exactly what we need to do. Whose green hair is that? 28-14. Probably not going to get the blowout win, but a really good game. I didn't have to hop in at all. You love that. And we do. Quentin Talib, the 3-star gym halfback, does commit as well. Do we get any 4-stars? We get the 4-star right guard, a 3-star receiver, and Theo Longcare. So we got some big commitments there. It is perfect. That's going to give us a lot more recruiting hours, too, to kind of bring in. We don't need more quarterbacks, I don't think, but we can really focus on some of these other guys like this center that we're currently losing to North Carolina. But if we can send the house, maybe schedule a visit against UTSA, we're going to keep on busting out these points in motivator, as that's really gotten us where we need to go. You don't need huge offseason boosts for the kicker and punter, but hopefully next we can really start to unlock, tactician or recruiter. And we're going to hop into another one here against the Roadrunners, as this is another team that we have, or another game we have some people coming to. We've got to win it. And this is our last home game. It's a rainy day. Hopefully we can upset Connor McGowan. Is that McCown? Is that who the quarterback is for UTSA? I believe, but we seem to play better when we jump in like this in the sim. I don't, if I don't want to lose. We have not won a lot this year. Good part is, though, is we have brought in quite a large amount of good recruits. So that is a plus as we start out with, they take a lead on us. Can we get the ball in the end zone? 1st and 10. We need to get points on the board and fast. So we're going to target trying to get on in the next 2 minutes. House getting a little sticky there. We lost a fumble. I was hoping that we could get open here with the tight end. There we go. We're going to get some of it back. It's 4th and 9. We kind of have to go for it. We need We're going to be able to scramble for it with Harrell, get out of bounds. Harrell's not the speediest guy either, as we're going to scramble with him again. This team is not full of players that get open. McGowan is about the speediest, and he's going to be open and get the touchdown there. That puts us on the board. Can we get a stop on defense? It doesn't. We can tie it here, but did we not? Did we go for 2 or did we miss the extra point? Are we that bad at kicker? Players mess this up all the time. We got the running back open. Oh, and he's got space with the spin move. Gonna get on the board fast. Now, can we go for 2? I don't know what we did. We did go for 2. We got a tie game. I like this orbital thing. This is really working good for us. We got a tie game. Now, granted, we probably could just run this out and go for a field goal. Might actually be what we do, as we're going to get to 2nd and inches, then take this to the 2-minute warning. I don't know why we're sticking in this, but we are. We're just going to hit our guy. We're about to get the upset on UTSA here. Don't want to score right here, but we're going to. Let's take it slow, as we just got a touchdown lead. Can we stop them from scoring? 3rd and 10, 4th and 10. That's a turnover on downs, and that is not going to end the game. It does end the game. There we go. And that's going to be a win for us again. We play better in the sim. I don't know what it is. Granted, we did come in and play some offense, but our team played better in the sim. And Connor Harrell set a single season passing yards record. No commitments after the game, but we're going to see if we can get one right here after we advanced a week. We had a couple people visiting. We do get some. The 4-star running back, Corey Wilkins. We've just filled this. We filled this room up well. I don't even think he was on a visit. Well, we have early National Signing Day today, and we're going to take a look at some of these dev traits that we got, as Quentin Talib is a impact dev. Oscar Carter, star. Alan Sawyer is star. I don't know why I was saying that all weird. The 4-star right guard is normal. Long care, normal. Coker, normal. And impact out of the 4-star running back. Now, we did lose Zaire. Got a lot of players left that we're trying to target here. Just going to have to take it all the way down to the last minute. But we've got a good amount of recruits so far. Some high talent players that we're going to bring in with some high level guys. This guy has strategist. Let's go ahead and give him that offer and see if he wants to come into the team. And, we'll change our playbooks accordingly. And we did get our defensive coordinator, Jeff Choate. I don't think we got the offensive coordinator, though. I think I got Pep Hamilton before, I think. We're going to offer Pep Hamilton. Try to bring him in. He's a spread offense guy. It matches us. And he's got some good abilities in there. I think he's got he either has talent developer or strategist as well. And there we go. We get Pep Hamilton. Well, we have a lot of players leaving with no chance. We're losing both of our quarterbacks. I mean, Connor Harrell, I was really hoping that just brand exposure, playing time for Loftus. Doesn't look like we're going to be able to keep any of these guys. We've got, a punter. I don't even know that I'm going to go after persuading any of these. Maybe a sophomore defensive tackle. No. Maybe a freshman defensive tackle. That was none. I didn't even look. So we get neither of the guys we were trying to keep. But again, we brought in some talent. I think now it's going to make me bring in another quarterback. And we end up with 23 total commits to end year one, which is pretty good. Taking a look at, I think we've already seen some of these guys mock. He came in, decided to sign. He only had normal dev. Of course, Sauer had star, so he might get start, honestly. A bunch of normal depth players, it looks like. Ooh, Corey Wilkins. Okay, we knew he had impact. Normal. Star for the 3-star tight end, Brian Lampkin. Normal for the 3-star quarterback, George Milley. Normal. Impact, 2-star Will, normal, and normal. So definitely a lot of normals in there is a little upsetting, but we do have some good depth traits and some position changes to look at. Sauer he's highest at tight end. Huh? Well, we brought him in here to be a quarterback. It's kind of what we need out of him, and we're kind of low on quarterback. Quentin Talib, I believe he's going to be a running back. That's kind of what we brought him in for. Again, he was a gem. So some of these players are in. Corey Wilkins, 75 overall already, is going to be a running back. And we just got all of our offseason training boosts done. We definitely got some good boosts from some of these players. I still don't know who our quarterback's going to be. It's probably going to be Sauer. We might have to make it the freshman or just have a rotating quarterback group and kind of see who plays better, because we got to do better than 3 and 9. Now, we did bring in as we unlock tactician and recruiter. I think our goal is going to be, as we go to upgrade here, we're going to unlock tactician, and we're going to try to make the quarterback play better. All right, well, we have our recruiting board set up. A couple 4-stars or 1 4-star this year. That's all that's really interested. We'll have to take some other looks later. We've kind of got our points spread out upon defensive players, as we'll take him off our board. Just trying to fix up that defense really is our biggest need. I've really been messing with our playbooks, as all these games we're losing, we're getting blown out. We're not putting up any points, as we're going to jump to the end, see if we have to hop in, as I would love a touchdown. We finally get one. They put up 3, 7 to... See, this is the problem. I don't know what we're doing, but we have not been able to move the ball. Sauer is hot, so, that's a plus. We get a 3rd and 4 there. Just do not like whatever it is we're calling naturally, and I hope this isn't what we call, actual during the sim. And we're going to hit our tight end. I'm wondering if it's because we have Curry in. Maybe we need Wilkins in, but Curry's going to score. And we're going to go ahead and jump back to going to the end of the game. As 17-6, not really a blowout, but it is a win nonetheless. We are able to get it, and I might have to start hopping into more of these so we can get some more wins and get some recruits. And we get the 4-star defensive tackle, Mario Kopp from Wake Forest, North Carolina, to go ahead and commit to our program after that visit against Navy. And we end 5 and 7, so just 1 game out of a bowl. It is an improvement, though. We were 3 and 9 the year before, 2 games better. Alonzo Barnett, quarterback for Georgia, wins the Heisman. Early National Signing Day is here, though, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at some of the recruits that we brought in. Star for Mario Kopp, love that. Impact for Quay Kerr. I don't know how to say it. Impact for Ross Lewis. And we have some players leaving, like Talib, who we really didn't want to see go, but because of coach prestige, he's going to walk away. Didn't keep anybody that I wanted to keep, or didn't keep anybody at all. And we're definitely filling our roster back up, as we are at National Signing Day, and we brought in 25 recruits, some good talented players with some decent star dev out of the 3-star wide receiver, DeMarco Soto. I like that. Star out of the cornerback, Gabe Uche. Impact, Darren Dar. Star for a 3-star defensive tackle. A lead out of a punter. Love that. Normal. out of all the 2-star guys, but that's okay. They're going to be backups. All right, well, we just got finished with our off-season training boost, and now we are starting, we got a couple of good players in the 80s, or 2 good, starting to get a lot of that 70, mid-70 overall players in there. The only concern of mine is with Alan Sauer, as he's not, like, if you take a look at, he's purely a runner, and his accuracies just aren't that great. So, maybe we really need to start looking for a better quarterback. But we've set our recruiting board up this year with a strong emphasis on quarterback. That is kind of where we need to go. It's the direction we need to push. So that is our kind of main target, that and running back. And we have our quarterback visiting this game in this week against East Carolina University. So this is, of course, where we're going to hop in and try to see if we can take down the Pirates. Now, we still don't have the best record. I really thought this year was going to be a turnaround year, but we've played some tough games, and we did, for whatever reason, lose in the sim to FCS East, I believe, which is a bummer, as going scoreless, we get on the board with 3, now at 10. 17, can we keep it up, as that's going to be game over. We take down the East Carolina Pirates. Simming like this, our offense seems to do way better. And not the best news we could have received, as we are in a recruiting battle with Georgia after our visit. I was really hoping that was going to send it over the top. And I just don't think that we have the grades enough to try to sell him on anything else. Georgia's probably going to beat us out on this one. And even though we are on a bit of a winning streak, we do lose the 4-star quarterback. I should have known. We shouldn't have dumped that much into it, but here we are. And we are going to jump into this game against UAB. It's a conference game. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump to the end of the game, hop in if it starts to get a little too out of hand. Right now, though, they only have a touchdown, so they've got 2. We're in the third quarter as well, so we need to start putting some points on the board. And hopefully this is how we can do it. As we are going to hit Wilkins on the side, get a little juke move, get down to the 17. That was huge. See, and this is 69 passing yards in the third. By the time of the third quarter, I'm going to come in and double that, I assume, as we're going to hit Burris, and he's going to turn up field for the touchdown. What a good player. We do get a stop. This is where we can tie it. All right. Burris was really good. We're going to hit Lawn Care, though. I'm going to try a read option here. Now, the person we're reading is off of us, so we are going to take this for a huge run down to the 10. I kind of knew with him backed off there. It may not have been the right read, but Sauer was able to make something happen. As we're going to hit Lawn Care for the touchdown. That's a tie ball game. All right, well, we need a lead here. We're gonna put Burris on the streak. Let him. We got him too. We got Burris. That's a touchdown. This offense isn't bad to play with. They just don't do it in the sim. And we can end it here with 4 minutes left. We have the ability to just go ahead and wind this clock down as we get a gain of 3. Going to turn on the chew clock. Try to get a nice another gain, make it a manageable 3rd down. Or a 1st down and then some, as Wilkins has the burners. Look at him, short little legs running, as he is going to put up another touchdown on the board. We're not going to burn the clock. We're going to score. And we finally get a kneel down here to end it. We take down ranked UAB. It was solely because of us. If we would have kept it in the sim, our offense wouldn't have done anything. But it shows the players have the abilities. They just don't do it in the sim. Oh, and I forgot, we had Malik Ford, the 4-star running back, visiting that week. So that is huge. And we have a Colorado quarterback for the Heisman. We did make a bowl against the Florida Gators, the Tax Slayer Bowl. This is one we're going to want to hop into and try to win, as we have early National Signing Day. Now, sadly, we do not have a lot of recruits on this. 4-star running back who has elite development. That is awesome. And then I don't think we have any others. Yeah, no, that was our only that's our only commitment so far. And now time for the game against the Florida Gators. This game should help us a lot. Even though Florida's 6-6, they're way better of a team. We are definitely the underdog. So us getting a win here, not only would it help our coaching prestige, it would help a lot. And that's what we need for the transfer portal. We want some high-end players to want to come here for the transfer portal. We are going to jump to just before the game gets out of hand, and then if we have to jump in, we will. As it's 6-3, and probably just gonna, I don't know, do we have the ball? We do. We're gonna try to come in here and score. That is just, it's the best thing we can do. We need a little bit of momentum. A touchdown right here would help our momentum drastically, as this is a different level of talent than what we're used to facing. So trying to get something going as we hit lawn care for a huge gain down to the 31. It's a huge block from the running back there. Now, I don't think we're really going to be able to burn people over the top like what we were against, some of the players in the American, but I say that and we're able to drop it. Hopkins drops it. But say we had him. He was wide open and we just miss it. But on 2nd and long, we're going to go to the run, and our receiver missed it. We need to work on Wilkins' acceleration a little bit. He is a little slow getting up to speed there. Okay, we have the outside. Going to spin, get in on the jet sweep. All right, go back to the sim, I guess. As hopefully our defense can put together a stop and it's not looking, hold them to a field goal. We do. All right, 2nd and 7. What do we got? 3rd and 3. We're going to, all right, we need to make a stop here. This is not what I wanted, but, okay, I didn't get to, yeah, I didn't want to run man and we got sucked into it. Yeah, more options. Next play, let's get on the offense, as we're going to let up a touchdown there. 2 minutes left. We got to come in and score. This is still going to be a tough battle for us. Now, if we can get up and score here, we're going to be in a really good spot. It makes you think. As we hit Lampkin and he breaks some tackles and he's going to have a little bit of speed. Can he get to the end zone? It looks like he is. What a play from the big man. As now we have a tie game. All right, 23 seconds left. We got to get in field goal range, but we really need a touchdown. We have 0 timeouts, too. We are going to run. We're going to run out of bounds, too. We really need to get into field goal range, and we just... no time. I can't get it off. We're going to lose to Florida. All right, well, it wasn't the best thing for us. My hair keeps moving around there. We don't have the team to compete with a team like that yet. All right, and we have 4 persuasions. Not a lot of people leaving us this year. We do kind of want to we'd like to keep him. No? All right, what about the corner? No? Can we keep Quincy Johns? No, we got one more. And I think it's going to be Johnny Jacobs. And no, we don't get a single one of them. Those extra scouting points really, really helped us as we finally get in here to take a look at what our lost out on Perry, Redmond. Okay, so we did lose out on some, but Not quite 30. 26 total. 26 total recruits. Now, I don't know that I don't think we're not going to be bottom of the barrel. Second in our conference, though. Second in the American, the 42nd overall ranked class. 2 4-stars, 18 3-stars, 6 2-stars. Pretty good class, if you ask me. Go ahead and take a look at some of these depth traits. Impact for a defensive tackle, impact receiver, normal. Elite 4-star running back. I think we knew that. Normal impact for a 2-star. Normal. Normal. Impact for quarterback Eric Ham. Impact for Khalil Walker. A lot of impact. Impact running back. Normal for Adam Ford. Impact for a Sam. Impact for a Mike. Normal. Impact for 4-star James Prince. Impact for KJ Flo. Normal. Impact for Isaiah Shelton. Star for the right tackle. Impact for right tackle. Normal. Impact for a guard. And impact for a left edge. And we get through our training, and James Prince is an 87 overall. He's definitely going to get the start. We're going to change the playbook up a little bit. We kind of moved it to pistol specifically for Alan Sawyer. Now we're going to change it. He's an 87 overall. He's just light years better. His accuracies, his throw power, everything is just way beyond. And Sawyer's pretty much maxed out. Like, he's not going to get any better. And, we have some other guys that get up there. Wilkins up to an 83 overall. Our receivers, Shelton, we just brought him in off transfer. He is the best we have. Devon's pretty good. Soto's coming in at 3. Longacre is looking pretty good. He felt way faster than 85 speed, to be honest with you. Tight end, Lampkin's developing. Our offensive line is getting there, as I wish we would have moved Watford to guard. We did not bring in a lot of guards, but we're getting better on the right side of the line. I mean, we're getting better all the way around, finally. And after just 2 games, James Prince has set the single game passing record. And we're going to hop in here for this rivalry game against App State. I want to use this team. I want to win rivalry games. We've lost, I think we've won 1 so far, so why not give this one a go? And we're just going to jump in. We'll probably jump in if we have to, as yeah, we got to come in. Why do we play so bad? Just really don't understand. Now, I changed the playbooks again, but that's because we were kind of as we hit Soto, and he's going to have the speed to get the touchdown. We switched to Clemson's playbook. Our old playbook was set up kind of for a rushing quarterback that we no longer have. So, and it looks like we got an interception there, as we are going to have Soto again for a second touchdown on the day. I was really hoping that we got our offense going, and it just does not seem like we have. Now, we do still have a 1-point lead, but just expecting us to be way better than what we have been. And I don't know, it's not that I don't think we're running it too much. Just maybe we're not completing passes. Maybe our receiving core needs to get a little bit better. We just got to find a win. We got to win some games. That's just what it boils down to. We need to win games. Prince, we need him to stay. And we're going to run with him, get the first down. He hasn't run it a lot either. I don't know what the deal is. As Soto seems to be just the dog. He's just always open. Watch, are we going to be able to sneak this in? Oh, didn't like that there. I did not. I thought that guy was going to follow Soto. A score here should put the game away. Mo Bamba blaring, as we are not able to get the first down there. It was really our offensive line. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it is just strictly our offensive line. Let the clock burn down. 2nd and goal. Maybe we try not to score here. I don't know. Maybe we're just going to walk in. That's all we do. We walk in. Wilkins gets the touchdown. All right. Yeah, okay. This game's over. I've thought for a second. I was like, did they just tie it? But they didn't. Now, our defense did let us down. We're going to get a first down there with Wilkins. An insane running back, because we're going to get another touchdown with him. He's just so fun to use. All right, well, we get our rivalry win, probably solely because of us. It's just what it was. We came in and saved the team. And we're going to hop in for this Tulane game too, another huge conference game. And we have a pile of recruits coming to this. So it's going to be a game we have to win. We're about to lock in our first 5-star recruit, I believe, if we can get a win here. And he's on the defensive side of the ball, which is where we also need help, as we are going to jump to the end of the game. I just hope we don't get too far behind too fast as they finally score. Yeah, let's just go ahead and get something set up to try to take this lead here against Tulane. You know, they have the overall advantage on us, but again, I think this is a team we can play with and really make a lot happen. As you see Wilkins take us down to the 46 with a huge gain. I mean, we have the team, I think. I think we have the team to get this done. And we have an accurate quarterback as we're able to hit Shelton, get down to the 16. I don't know. I don't know if it's our offensive line. I'm not too sure what it is, why we struggle in the sim. But none of these guys get a pile of stats or yards or anything like that. So we are on the 10-yard line, 2nd and 4. Look for Keller here, I believe. And we hit him. It's going to be a catch. All right, going back to the run, 3rd and 1. I think we should have it here. Yeah, just run it right at the mic. As Awesome is going to truck a man over and run into the end zone on his only touch that drive. Now, I shouldn't have come in here, but I did. I didn't want to. I was hoping our offense could pick up a little something on their own after we gave them a little bit of momentum. But our running back is just going to carry the load. He's so good. So good. Just, you know, running the ball works. And we just got to remember to stick to it at tough times, as we are going to go for Devon and get the first down. And a first down there on the run, breaking tackles. He plays so much better than what his overall is. And he's still got one more year left, as that was a terrible run block there. But we are going to get down to the 59. Devon gets hurt. That's not great for us. Wilkins going to stay on the ground. He's just really good at it, as we get a little shifty there. Still able to get a big gain. We're going to put Soto in, as he has been, Soto's been good too. We've come in before and he's been the only receiver we've been able to get the ball. So as we get hung up a little bit there, 3rd and 4. Well, we've taken a lot of time off the clock here, and we're going to keep trying to, as we're going to try to run it. And we have a better juke move than spin move, and I just do not use the juke move. I don't know why. The spin just seems to be my go-to, as we're going to try to run it with Prince, and we get down to the 1. Coach says, let's go for it. Wilkins is in there. He's our best running back. And we're going to keep it and walk in. We would have had it either way. We made the wrong read. I think our offense can do a little something. Our offense did nothing without us, but we still end up getting the win, and that's all that matters. A conference win against a tough opponent. Cross our fingers and see if we can get any of them to commit. I'm really looking for that 5-star. He's going to be our first 5-star so far. And is this him? It's Hippenhammer, the tight end. Give me the 5-star. We get him. Kenyon Hodges, the 5-star, commits to Charlotte. We got a 4-star corner in DeAndre Key. So we got 3 of our guys. I thought we had a 4th guy there. Maybe not. And DeMarco Soto set a single season receiving touchdown record this year as he's not the highest rated guy. And he's almost pretty much maxed out as, what do we have here? James Prince single season passing yard record. Well, we did make it to the American Football Championship where we have to play Florida Atlantic, a team we already lost to once. We've already lost to Florida Atlantic once this year, so a win here and making it a 10-win season would actually be a school record as far as long as they've been in the FBS. Now, I don't know about the FCS and how many games they've won in a year, anything like that. Since they've been in the FBS, they haven't seen even a 9-win season or an 8-win season. So we really need to win this game, help our coach prestige, all that a lot, as we're going to simulate through it and hope that we can score a lot of points as we have a 3-point lead. And 24-7, 31-7, we got a blowout happening in the American. In your finals, 31-7, we take down the Owls. And Kansas State quarterback Tank Tongs wins the Heisman. We're not really, I doubt we were in the running, I should say. And we have to play in the Armed Forces Bowl. Not really, I think, a bowl for us. Against Notre Dame. Have some big names on here. Want to check out as Hodges has a star dev. Impact for DeAndre Keys. Star for the 4-star tight end. Impact for a Will. Star for a 3-star corner. Well, we're severely the underdog in this. Notre Dame is like a 92 overall. We're a 74. So a lot to do, and so we're going to try to play a little bit more of the offense to just try to give ourselves a little bit of a boost. And it's definitely going to be a tough day for us trying to move the ball, but we still have guys, so I have faith. I have a feeling we're going to have a really hard time finding stuff open down the field, but we're going to live in the short game. Complete short passes, get them to all to move up. Maybe then and only then can we get something going deep down the field as we hit Devon for a first down again. We're moving the ball fairly well. We just got to hope it keeps up. Going back to the run, it worked well the first time. We have a huge gap, and that's going to be a breakaway run for Wilkins as we score first. I doubt our defense is going to be able to put together a stop. Oh, and they do. We're back on the field, have the opportunity to take a 2-score lead. See if we can do something with it as we're just going to whiz it by Wilkins. You know, running the ball may be the way to go. Maybe we just try to focus that as we're going to throw the RPO out there. And if you look at it, it's another big run by Wilkins. Already closing in on 100 yards after just 3 carries. Now, we're just going to keep them guessing. As we're going to go back to Wilkins, he is just a great player and super, super mobile out there. He's going to have a huge day today and probably be a big part of us winning. All right, let's go back to running the ball here, or throwing the ball. We're going to kind of put that away from the defender. All right, just going to break out another RPO. And this time with Awesome, we're going to get the first down. I really just wanted a normal inside zone, and I probably could have looked a little bit better for one. But just didn't, as they're going to shut that one down. We might have to start relying on the pass here, as much as I hate to do that. But we're going to have, and Lampkin's going to drop it. Lampkin again, he's going to hold on that time. All right, after this drive, we're probably going to take a drive off. Or a couple of drives off. We're starting the second quarter. We're up by 14 currently. And that's going to be another huge run by Wilkins. It's going to put him at 116 on the day. What a guy. What a beast he is. This is a crazy bring in from the 4-star right there. And we're just going to go back to running the ball. Because why not? As Wilkins going to sneak through there. It was a little clunky, but he gets a gain of 4. And I don't really like the look of running this, but We're going to, and it's going to pay off as we walk into the end zone. And again, a little clunky, but his second touchdown of the day. All right, 16-21. I feel a little less comfortable. The offense has done nothing without us. We just kind of want to get in here, control the game, and get the win as Wilkins is just a spin master for another huge run there. 165 yards on the day. This dude's a beast. We're going to stick with it. Even though he's a little, all right, we need to give him a break after that. All right, we're going to stick a run in here with awesome, however you want to say it. We got the O-line for it, and that's going to be a touchdown. Awesome, right up the gut. Nobody there to even stop him. Our offensive line is kicking ass today. Well, I didn't really want to come back in here, but we're going to, as we get another big run with Wilkins. Nobody can stop him. This is on Heisman, too. This is insanely... I mean, this has been just an insanely great game out of... I guess our run game has just been different today, as we're going to hit Lampkin, and he's going to reach for the end zone. That puts us up another one. We're not jumping in anymore after that. We're just going to go to the end of the game. That gives us a 35-16 lead, 38-16. We were able to get another field goal out there, and we just kind of blow through Notre Dame. Now, again, we played a lot of it. James Prince setting the single-season passing touchdown record in Charlotte. What a guy. What a guy. And what do we got here? Something else. Corey Wilkins set the single game rushing yard record. He had a great game, so that checks out. And we have some players leaving, like our backup quarterback, which we'll probably let Alan Sauer go. He wants to go because of playtime. Again, we don't really need him, so we'll let him go. Now, Awesome, I would kind of like to keep because of a B- championship contender. That's kind of ridiculous. You just came here. Hey, Adam Ford decides to stay. At least we got one of the two of our backup quarterbacks. And with the influx of hours we got in the transfer portal, up to 675, we were able to round this recruiting class off. Bakhtiari, he's a true freshman, came in at star. A lot of linebackers that we were missing. A 3-star corner that's star. The tight end, of course. The 5-star. We actually brought in 2 4-star corners. Forgot about DeAndre Keys. A lot of linemen. Some with some dev traits. A running back with a dev trait. Defensive tackle. 4-star corner out of the transfer portal, Bradley Lennon with star dev. Some more offensive line, another running back, linebackers, just a pile. We're going to have a really good corner room here in a little bit. Richard Van Pelt, a receiver with star. We brought in a lot. Actually, what I want to check is, where did that class rank? We had to be the number 1 class in the American, right? Yeah, we were. 31st overall. That's not bad. We cracked that top 50 now, I think, twice, and we're still a small school. And after getting done with our training, we finally, James Prince is a 91 overall, Devon up to an 86, Tung up to an 86. We've got tons of players in the 80s now, and even a 90 overall player, and tons in the high 70s. This team is going to be ready to perform. We should definitely be better than a 71 next year. And we are actually going to jump to the ACC for a little bit stiffer competition. We do keep losing a lot of people due to conference prestige, so this is going to get rid of that. And I think we're ready to make the jump, as we're similar overalls to a lot of the teams here in the ACC. I think we can get in here and compete and maybe even find ourselves in a playoff game. And we have a ton of incredible talent on our board this year, thanks to moving and winning games. We have interest from a lot of these people, some not, but we weren't cut out immediately. So we are going to go after a pile of them, see if we can, and we may get kicked off early, and that'll be fine because we'll be able to use those hours elsewhere. But trying to bring in a pile of 4 and 5 stars to really build this program. And this year I'll probably hop into a lot more games because I want to see how we really compete in the ACC. We have 14th ranked UVA here, which we have a better overall than. So it has me curious if we actually have a chance to beat them. Now look how full these stands are compared to what they were years ago. When we first started this rebuild, I mean, it was a desolate fan group out there. But now we actually have people in the stands, and we're going to go to the end of the game. Hope that we can put together a win against ranked Virginia, as it's looking good for us so far. We really, I mean, our offense has not struggled to put up points, as we have a 26-3 win, really a bit of a blowout. And we're really trying here. We have Ohio State. This is definitely a game we're going to hop into. Seen us beat some teams and seen us lose to FCS. But I would love for us to win this game against Ohio State, as it's pretty boring to start, as we take a 3-0 lead. They put up a touchdown. Can we get going? We're going to come in here on offense. We're not coming in on offense as they have the ball. So we're going to come in on defense for once, actually. Try to get us a stop. Forced a 3rd down, 3rd and 8. Looks like a loss of yards there. It has been a defensive game for sure, but we've kind of edged them out on offense, just have not been able to capitalize on a touchdown, which is all I really wanted, was for us to try to get a touchdown. See if we can get a stop here on 3rd down. I think I'm going to pass commit. I just feel like a pass is coming. And they're 4th and inches. Okay, we need them to miss this here. We really need them to miss this. I don't have faith that they're going to miss it. They're going to make it. All right, well, we need to put up a touchdown. And then we need a stop. Ooh, as what a throw to Devon. Struggled a little bit today. I mean, our offense has definitely struggled. It has been a defensive outing for sure, as we might have even had Wilkins, as we're going to hit Soto, the playmaker. See, we can come in and move the ball with anybody. We're just going to go 2 deep shots here, see if we can, as we're going to hit Soto for another 1st down. He's just got some nasty routes. I think that's what it is. He's been insane for us. Throw that out. I'd love to see Devon just cook here. They're bringing an all-out blitz, though. We're going to hit Soto. Fight. Try to get into the end zone. We get down to the 2, though. Just under 4 minutes to go. We're on the 2-yard line. We're going to rush one in with Wilkins. Make it a 3-point game and try to see if we can get a defensive stop, as just when you're hoping and they're going to score again. They did it so easily. As soon as the time came and they needed to score, it was just points on the board. Oh, we try to squeeze it into Soto. I want to try to go deep so bad, and I just don't think we have. Throw that away. All right, we've made some mistakes, but we're still here. As we're going to hit Hippenhammer, the freshman tight end, for a huge 1st down. We got to keep this going here. Try to see if we can keep the ball moving. We need to try to get the ball back soon, as we're going to try to hit Soto. He was open. We just couldn't get it out there on the run. We've got to score quick, and they're going to start protecting deep. Oh, as we might have had somebody else, but we're going to the sideline. We got to try to stop the clock and not use our timeouts. So we were able to hit Lampkin. And we're going to hit Soto, get back out of bounds. We really want to find an end zone shot, but if it's not there, just take the quick completion that's going to go out of bounds, and that's what we're going to do again. All right, come on, somebody. Get wide open. Oh, no, that was behind him. We're going to try the old double streak here. And we're going to hit Soto in the end zone. That's a touchdown. All right, on defense, we need stops. We know a run's coming. We got to be able to get in there and stop it. And he's going to be wide open. We ran commit to the left. And that's probably going to be game over. Yeah, that's going to do it. We ran commit to the left and still could not get out there. Ohio State was just too much for us. They're 94 overall. They were ranked better. And our next game is here in Clemson. It's another one we're going to play because they are ranked 11. Now, we dropped a game also to App State, so we're on a 2-game losing streak. Lost our rank because of the loss to Ohio State, which, I mean, they were ranked higher than us anyway. But we need this game. We need this game, and we're going to try not to lose it as it's 17-3. We need to be able to come out here and score fast if we want to keep anything, and we're going to try to get there. The other safety comes across the field in time. That's, it sucks, but I guess it's a part of the game. As we are going to hit Devon, who has a nice gain up to the 49. I don't really want to go to the run here, but it is only the second quarter. No, we're not. I'm going to see if Devon is fast enough to just break. And he does have his man beat. Do we have the deep accuracy? We do, and that's going to be a touchdown. You can't press them and make it a one-score game. Now, okay, our defense comes up huge. We have a chance to tie this before the half. Now, of course, now's when we're going to... Yeah, we're just going to throw that one away. Oh, I don't want this play. It's a bad problem when you have terrible stadium pulse. You have no way of getting rid of it. So we're just going to go to Lampkin and try to get a nice little gain. Try to get the 3rd and 5 here, as we are going to have Soto for the first down, and he's going to make a play, turn it upfield, get us to the 48. 1:40 left. We can definitely score here. I have faith as we're going to hit Lampkin, get that first down. He's really been a star tight end for us. Now, we haven't gotten our one true playmaker involved in Wilkins, but that's just because we haven't been able to run the ball. As we scramble down to the 22, I was 2nd and 9. The crowd's really becoming a factor now. Turn it up. That's a 3rd and 1. 51 seconds left. And Wilkins is going to run it right into the end zone. We shouldn't have gone away from him. He's a playmaker, and we've kind of built our team to run the ball. So this run has worked great for me, but it also has not. But we're going to try. We just need the first down here. And it was a great work. Try to hit him with the play action, see if they fall for it. We might be able to get O'Donnell or Van Pelt or one of our speedy guys, but we're actually going to have Devon, who is going to be wide open. And we're going to have Lampkin over the middle. He doesn't have the speed to get all the way in the end zone, but he's going to get down to the 1. All right, going to go back to the run here. Try to get Wilkins his 2nd of the day. And I just could not get to the side of that running, or of that lineman. Just would not let me. We're going back to the run. 2nd and goal. And Wilkins is going to get in that time. That's another touchdown. We take a touchdown lead. I have no problem running the game out from here. As we don't have to, Wilkins is going to break one wide into the end zone. That gives us a 2-touchdown lead. We might be able to send this one out now. Only a quarter left. If we can just stick to the run, I think. It has been very successful for us. Not that the pass wasn't super successful. 3rd and 11. What do they got? 4th and 11. That's a turnover on downs. We're in field goal range. That's going to be a field goal. 34-17. Can they even get anything going? They are going to be able to score. It's still a 10-point game. They don't have enough time yet. That's it. We take down number 11th ranked Clemson. Probably due to me. Definitely due to me. I don't care. In the transfer, Bradley Lennon set a Charlotte career interceptions record. I mean, and he's only been here for a year. So that's pretty awesome. And another ranked game against Pittsburgh, who is ranked 4th. We did jump back up to 17. We've been here. No, we didn't make it this high before. But we have a pile of recruits coming to this game, so we really want to hop in, get the win, and try to get a huge boost in recruiting. Simply because I don't even know that we have had a single verbal commitment so far. So we really, really need to try to win this and get that boost, as we are going to jump to the end of the game. Of course, we will hop in before it gets out of hand as we take a 3-0 lead. Can we keep it going? 10-0. They get 7 up, 10-7. We've got to come in here on offense, down by 4 with 4 minutes left. We might be able to do something with this. Waited for the other to come across. We've hit hip and hammer. We came in on 3rd and 26. I didn't realize that, and we just converted it. So, whatever that means, that's good. I almost dropped to a run because I didn't even pay attention to that. As we're going to hope Van Pelt cooks here. And he does. Are we going to be able to hit him accurately? And we do. That's a touchdown. We've taken the lead back. Probably a little faster than what we should have, but when you have the explosive players that we do, you just do what you gotta. You do what you do. Man, is it too much to ask for a inside zone here? So all I want is a little inside zone. We got a 3-point lead. As Wilkins is gonna break one. Our team is so good at run blocking, and that's gonna be a long touchdown. They score again, it's a 3-point lead. We got to see if we can come here and run the clock out, as that is going to be our plan, as Wilkins is going to break one, get a gain of 9, and he's hurt. Yeah, I just don't understand how you go away from it. It works so well, and now we're going to have Ford, who is going to break one and walk into the end zone. Maybe shouldn't have scored, but I feel confident enough in our offense and our defense, and that's going to be game over. We're going to come out, take the knee, a 10-point victory over number 4 ranked Pittsburgh. This should really jump us up in the top 25 and hopefully bring in some of those recruits that we had on visits. And Corey Wilkins is breaking the career rushing touchdown record. And number 1 Miami. We're definitely hopping in against number 1. The number 1. We're ranked 12th right now. Maybe we can take them down. And we are in Miami. This is going to be a tough place to play. I will probably simulate until we have to come in if we can't get on the board. But we are scoring. I say that. We have 7 so far. Yeah, we're going to play some offense. What do they got? 13. We can take a lead here. So we're going to give it a go. And we're going to go to the run. The run never lets us down. Never lets us down. Wilkins is just a beast. So he hasn't had a great game, but with us, it works. We're going to streak him. Make that safety just choose. Oh, no. We held on too long staring at it. They covered that deep well. I was hoping that Van Pelt would break it faster, but he didn't. And O'Donnell, I really don't want him out there on this, but we're going to hit Devon, though, and that's going to be a first down. We get it right back. And there goes Wilkins, getting all the way down to the 5, busting a 25-yard run right there. We can take a 1-point lead right here and make it a game. That bounce was disrespectful. I got the mesh concept here. Definitely going to be looking for Wilkins if nobody covers him. And we have Devon in the middle of the end zone getting tackled late there. It's a little bit of a late hit. We need our defense comes up huge. We technically have the lead right now. We don't need to make mistakes. And what we're going to do is we're going to run it. They got 4 down linemen. I think we have the people for blocks to get at least a good enough gain. Give me a jet touch pass. I haven't broken this out in a while. Now, I don't like this because they have nobody deep. And we're going to have Wilkins, who he's going to get taken down at the 32, but it was good enough. That was just 100% all we needed, as they're going to come out and we're going to try to break them over the top here. And we're going to hit Devon in the end zone. What a throw and catch on the play action. It was locked in there. That's why I wasn't talking too much. And they score back. 21-19. Again, we have the lead. They're prepping for the run, but we're going to see if we can get it off anyway. As Wilkins is going to get a nice little gain of 6, it looks like. They're going to start calling timeouts. We're going to come out here and try to throw the ball. Let that safety, let one of them safeties come down. They're not going to. So we're going to hit Van Pelt, who's got a bunch of speed. He seems out of it right there. He's like 96 speed. They only got one more timeout left, and we can really start to chew clock then and call game. And yeah, that's take that down. That's their last timeout. It's time to chew this clock up. It's 2nd and 3. We're going back to the run. Under 2 minutes left. If we get a first down, this game is effectively over. Now we don't. What do we do here? They have 3 down linemen. That's their goal to stop us right here. And yeah, we're going to get it. That's game over right there. 1:19 left. We're going to kneel this out and end it as we beat number 1 ranked Miami. That's going to bump us up big time. And we do get the 5-star receiver, Tyrone Rugamba. I don't understand. This has got to be just for the draft. Because, why is Prince leaving on playing time? Why is he a risk of transfer on playing time? He's the starting quarterback. And we get the 4-star receiver, Gideon Umadu. So we brought in some receiver talent. We're ranked 6 right now, 10-2. The best year so far. We have the ACC championship against number 1 ranked Miami again. A team we've already beaten that was already ranked number 1 when we played them. So I think we can go out and do it again. As our playing style got worse for these receivers, so we're going to take them off the board. We brought in several. All right, time for the ACC championship. First year in the ACC. I was about to say AFC. This isn't Madden. First year in the ACC. Maybe we should have jumped a little bit higher, as we are en route of winning the ACC. If we can get on the board, we might need to help our offense out a little bit. Actually, I don't know about that. Can we? All right, let's play some offense now. This is a tough game. It's a rain game. You hate to see those. Now, this wasn't a team last time we were able to beat, deep. And Prince is, I don't know what that was. Prince just threw that in the dirt. And we're going to hit Devon. Where's the flag at there? That's going to be on the defense. Probably just going to decline this. Ooh, and offsides. We're going to decline that. Take our first down. We've got a score here. This major rain game is really putting a damper on our passing offense. Now, I'd love for us to be able to beat them deep, but I just really don't think we're going to be able to. So we're going to go. Wilkins is going to stay on his feet. What a player. He's just this dude is, it's going to suck losing him when we do. Take off with Prince. Get the block. I really want, just give me an inside zone, as that's all I really want, as we're going for the first down and a little bit more as we get down to the 6 with Wilkins. He could be a higher overall, don't get me wrong, but he is going to get a touchdown and give us the lead as we go up 14-10. We need our defense to make a huge stop, and it looks like they did. 249. We were in a similar spot last time we played them. I don't know why I'm doing that either. We could have just ran the ball and been completely fine with what happened. As we are going to have Lampkin for the first down. They're going to start burning timeouts. See, I want to say last time we were in this position, we had a huge run with Wilkins for a touchdown. And then they scored, and then we scored again. And as I say it, and it's spoken into existence, as we're going to have a huge run and score with Wilkins. Now, they can't win it. They have to score a touchdown and a 2-point to tie it, and they're not even going to get the touchdown part. This is looking like it's going to be game over. In the ACC Championship, we take down Miami. They're still ranked number 1, as Wilkins is going to do it again. Dude, he's so fun. This game is so great. He is so fun. We're going to go ahead and knee this one out. 1st and 10. They still got a timeout, but it doesn't matter. That's game over. Oh, what a player Wilkins is. And Prince has broken the career passing yards record. I kind of knew that would come. I'm surprised he hasn't. Maybe he broke the touchdown one. No, we're just ACC champions. First year in the ACC as well. And Marcus Harris, a receiver for the Trojans, wins the Heisman. I was really hoping we were going to have a Heisman winner. Okay, we are playing UFC in the playoffs. We missed the first round where UFC beat Georgia. This is our shot at a national championship. All right, well, we're going to start by going to the end of the game as USC is off to a hot start. We answer back with 3, and it's okay. We're not about to get blown out. I know that much. We need to score here. Try to get some points on the board. This is probably not the best play design out here, but... And we just don't have the time. We get instant shed. He would have been wide open, too. They're going to keep pressing him, and... Ooh, it's not really a press here. We're going to hit O'Donnell. I don't know what all's going on this play, but we're going to run it. And Lampkin's going to get a huge gain on the check down there. Love that play. Get him in space. Let him work. 57 seconds left in the half. We can put ourselves in a better position as we are going to juke one man out, get the first down. Might stick with the run here. They're prepping for it a little bit more, so we're going to check out of that and go to the pass. See if we can't hit Lampkin in the end zone, and we can. We make it a 4-point game. Can we hold them? We can, but we have a chance here. Now, they are going to back up, but we can at least put 3 on the board as we're going to call a timeout. Okay, we almost threw a pick there. We got lucky. That it should have been a pick. We got very lucky. All right, going to try and make something happen here. That was terrible. 47 yards. Do we have the boot? We do. That's going to make it a 1-point game. Now, we've been in the opposite of this position before where we couldn't do anything about it. They do score coming into the half, so... Oh, we don't have a lot of time. They are getting after us quick. Maybe this is the problem that Georgia had. So we're going to have to stick to short passes and letting... Ooh, Soto, what a move. Stopping on a dime. Yeah, maybe we're going to have to figure something else out. We need to get a stop on defense. All right, we're going to have Lampkin wide open. Maybe he's going to be our target. Maybe Lampkin is just a mismatch, and it's going to be a huge game for him today. As we are going to hit Soto. He's another one that he's finding his way open. If we can hit whoever's coming out of that slot spot, we might have a way to move the ball. As we are going to hit Devon, and he's trying to fight, gets down to the 1. All right, we should definitely go for 2 here and try to tie it, as we are going to get the touchdown. I don't know if we're going to go for 2 and tie it. They score again. Our defense needs a stop terribly. Ooh, that safety came up quick. He saw it coming. He saw the same thing we did. We just were able to beat him to it. I'd love for Soto to just... All right, throw that away. That was a disaster. We just got to remember, we can't really go deep. Oh, why'd you stop, Devon? You had space. That's all that matters. Get the first down and live to see another day. Hit Soto. Bounce around, get down to the 34. We could have had somebody else. I wanted to make the smart read. Go for the first down. Soto again, and he's going to drop that one. We're trying to go for the contest, or for the possession there. I'm not even trying to rack it. All right, Soto. Make it back. Give me a tie game here, as we're going to go for the inside zone again. Just get the first down. That's all we need. Going back to the run. I don't know why. We probably shouldn't, as, yeah, it's not going to result in much, but a gain of 3. There we go. This is what I want. I want Lampkin. Nope, but we're going to have Van Pelt all the way down to the 2. I think winning the national championship would definitely bring us around closer into where we want to be, as we are going to get hit in the backfield there. Corey Wilkins is going to get hurt too. That's not good. Yeah, let's go to the pass. I just don't have the faith in Ford right now. But we're going to hit him on the pass, and he's going to get out there and into the end zone. That should be a tie game. Now, can our defense get a stop? They do. That's huge. This is where we win. Wilkins back in the backfield. I'm going to be a little hesitant to hit him, as we are going to find Soto for a nice gain down to the 37 and the first down. Gun trail. What are we going to do here? I'm going to look for Lampkin. He's going to be my first read. Nope. We're going to hit Van Pelt, who's going to have a first down, and he's going to sneak out of bounds. I mean, moving the ball the way we are, we're making the right reads. And we're going to hit Lampkin there, as he's going to go all the way down to the 15. I don't remember picking this play, but we're going to hit Hippenhammer, who's going to get the first. The run game has just not been on the table today. But the pass is, as we hit Devon for the touchdown, the go-ahead score. We need our defense to come up big there, and they do. USC still has 2 timeouts, but there's 54 seconds left. This is going to be a win. As Wilkins, you know, he comes alive when the game's on the line. We're going to be able to hit this knee right here, and that is going to wrap it up. We win the Orange Bowl, and we're headed to the next round of the college football playoffs, and we have to play Clemson. Now, I think we beat Clemson. We may not have, but I think we did. So I think that's another team that I think we can take them down again. If I remember correctly, we had no issues running the ball. Now, they are a 92 overall, so they have quite the overall advantage on us. But we're going to hop in here with all the optimism in the world, as this is a team we've already beaten, so we know and we have the formula to do it again. And we're going to go ahead and jump to the end of the game, as I hope that our offense still remembers what we did last time, as Clemson is going to get on the board first. But we do answer back 10-7. We're going to come in here. I didn't want to play the full game. I just wanted to do offense. But we're going to come in here and we're going to try to give ourselves the lead for once. All right, we're going to throw that away. That's 3rd and 10. All right, we're going to take the field goal. That's what we're going to do. Kick is up and good. That should tie it right there. Made a mistake not doing anything with that, as we get the ball right back on the 18-yard line. A turnover of some sorts. I don't know if it was on the kickoff. I don't really know where it is. And Wilkins is going to have the end zone. That's a touchdown. We now have a touchdown lead. This is where we extend it. Don't let them score. And we hold them off. You know, we're going to keep running the ball, because previously Wilkins has always done good in these situations. And he's going to do good again as he gets a nice gain of however many, down to the 45. Probably should be chewing clock here, but we're going to let it flow, as I don't get the right animation for that. All right, 4th quarter has started. 3rd and 4. We're coming out and we're going to throw it here. Now, that may have been a mistake, but Soto comes down with it. That was definitely the wrong read. We held on to it for way too long. But it paid off. So, as Wilkins is going to just do what he does, get a gain of 5 or 6, I should say. We're going to go back to the run here. Looks like we should have it over there on that right side. And we are, as Wilkins is going to have speed, kind of get taken out by Van Pelt there, but still get down to the 7. You know, you just got to keep believing in the team. We don't really have anything good from the 7 to audible out of this, as we are going to get a gain of 2, get down to the 5, come out in the slants, see what slants does. I know they're going to be ready for the run, so we're going to try to see, as we're going to have Soto. That's another touchdown. We have a 14-point lead over Clemson, and that is probably going to be the game. 2:22 left. We have the ball, unless we rip off a huge score, which you never know with Wilkins. It is very likely, as he hits 97 yards on the day. We're going to come out here and chew clock. All these other runs besides the inside zone are terrible. And nobody will convince me otherwise. Because look at this. Like, this is not going to go anywhere. Now, granted, they're probably prepped for the... I lied. That's a 3 touchdown. Make that 31-10, as Wilkins just takes off. He's incredible, dude. And that wraps it up. A 31-10 win over Clemson. You know, we came in, kicked that field goal, and had the momentum from that moment on. They had that turnover, put us back in the red zone to go up 7. And there, James Prince breaks the career passing touchdowns record. And what else do we have? Single season rushing touchdowns record by Corey Wilkins. We're breaking all sorts of records. Here comes another. What is this? No, this is just the Sugar Bowl champions. And I guess we have to beat Miami for a 3rd time, as we are facing them in the national championship. A strictly ACC national championship, a repeat of a regular season, a repeat of the ACC championship game. In the national championship, they're a good team, but they have not been able to get our number yet. Now, they have been great, but let's see if they can beat us this time, as we are on the board with 7 first. I'd love to not even have to hop into this game, as it's not looking like that's going to be the case. The game's 7-3 still in the 3rd quarter. All right, we got to play the offense. They make it a 3-point game. 3 minutes left. We really control our own destiny here. And I'm going to turn chew clock on. I don't want them to have the ability to come back out and score. So I'd love to score with like 30 seconds left. I say that, but we're also breaking huge runs with Wilkins. When you just don't even have to try to throw the ball because your running back is that good, that's a different kind of feeling, as they kind of stop it there. But guess what? We're going to come back out and do it. That's the 2-minute timeout. 2nd and 5, going back to the run here. Again, I would, as we get a first down, just enough for a first down. I'd love to score with like 30 seconds left. They shouldn't see the run coming here just because of the timing. As I don't know what our offensive guard did there, but that really hurt us. So maybe we are going to have to come out and throw the ball. 50 seconds left. We may have put a little bit too much pressure on ourselves. But Lampkin is going to save us a little bit. This is where we gotta find a way to get in the end zone here. As we're going to hit Wilkins. That's going to be a first down. That should stop the clock for the moment. Get out there. Come on, Van Pelt. Hip and hammer in the end zone for the touchdown. That gives us the lead in the national championship. Now we're going to go a play at a time, as we have just taken a 4-point lead. They need a touchdown. They had 2 seconds left. And that is going to mean the national championship is ours. We beat Miami for the 3rd time this year. Our first year in the ACC. And there it is. Your Charlotte 49ers are now national champions. And if we look at our players leaving, we have James Prince, who I'm going to try and persuade. He's going to the draft. Projected 6th round. We could have really gotten him better. James Prince did get drafted in the 6th round, so that should raise our pro potential a little bit. But, you know, I was really hoping we could convince him to stay a year to really get a little bit better, and maybe he could be a 1st rounder. Well, we only brought in 19 guys, but we were definitely saved with Dwayne Henderson, as we had no quarterback. And a lot of these guys that came from, actually, we didn't bring in that many people from the transfer portal. A lot of it was just some of the 4-star and 3-star guys that we brought in on our own. And we did have the 32nd overall ranked class, which wasn't the best. I still think it was good enough to lift us back up. And this is the final bit of it's going to show us, okay, 79 overall. So we did improve. We still don't have anybody to cut down to. That's just going to wrap it up, guys. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like. Let me know down in the comments what college program you want to see rebuilt next. And until next time, y'all have a good one.